What's good, everybody? It's your boy Desmond out here in the cave shooting another video, and I want to talk about my new pocket carry gun. I've teased this a little bit, put some shorts out there talking about this gun, and it is my Smith & Wesson M&P Bodyguard 2.0 in 380. This thing is tiny but mighty. Now, I have really enjoyed carrying this gun. I've carried it on my spring break. I've shot over 500 rounds through this gun, hollow points, factory ammo, remanufactured ammo. I've shot just about everything through this gun and haven't had any issues with it. And it is a really great gun, and I'm glad I finally get to do this review on this gun and let you guys know about it. But this is a tiny gun. It is smaller than your Glock 42s, your Glock 26s. Those little guns, they can be a little bit bulky, but this is a little bit slimmer. So you do have a slim profile on here. It's not real fat and bulky like a Glock 26 or something like that. So it is going to be a lot slimmer, something that you could possibly pocket carry. But if you pocket carry something like this, you want to get a good holster. You want to get a good holster. The holster that I have is the Mica holster. This is a really good holster. I'm going a little bit more detail about this holster and the process I went through to get this holster. Really good holster company. Definitely want to check this out. But I want to talk about some other features first. This is a 380. A 380, a lot of people don't like the 380, but it is a good, capable round if you do what you need to do and put the shots where you need to put them. You put the shots where you need to put them, it's going to do what it needs to do. But this gun has a lot of features. It's feature packed with a lot of cool features, useful features. You have your trigger safety here. You have that little dingus in there. That's your little trigger safety. You have a pretty decent trigger on here as well. Reset, break. And you also do have a ambidextrous manual safety, but it is really recessed into that slide. I'm gonna go over the top and go into a little more detail, but it is really recessed into the slide. You do have night sights on here, the True Glow night sight, really bright sight. We'll talk about that as well. And it comes with 2 magazines. You have a 10-round magazine. Put that, so with my grip, I have smaller hands. With my grip, I can't get a full grip on there. Put that magazine in there. I can get a little bit of my pinky on there. Helps assist with getting a full purchase on that gun. But you also get a 12-round magazine. 12-round magazine of 380 hollow points. Probably get the job done. But look at that. Look at that grip. Look at that purchase on that firearm with that magazine in there. So that's more than enough firepower right there. So this is a really great option if you're looking for a good pocket size, deep concealed type of firearm. The Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 is a really good option. And I want to go over the top to go over a little more details, talk about my experience with this gun, some pros and cons. I did have a few issues with the guns. I'll talk about that in a little bit more detail when we go over the top. Stand by, be right back. And we're back with the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 with that over-the-top, up-close and personal view firearm. Again, is safe and clear. Now we're going to get into a little more detail about this gun and go over some of the features that it has. Like I mentioned before, you do have that ambidextrous safety. As you can see, again, like I mentioned, it is really recessed into the frame of that gun. Look at this. You really have to dig in there, and if you had that natural firing hand, you got your natural grip in here and trying to actuate that, it can be a little bit difficult to actuate. So I wouldn't fully rely on that. I don't use it when I shoot this gun. I rely on my 4 safety rules, that trigger finger discipline, and that trigger safety that you do have in here. It is a really good textured firearm. You have that texture all around the gun on the back strap. You do have that texture on the safety as well. And also you have that texture on the magazine release. texture on the takedown lever, and you have a little texture here as a good memory pad for that thumb. And also on the opposite side of the gun, you have that texture, not too aggressive, but it is a good reference point, so you can get a really good purchase on that gun. Really good grip angle on the gun as well. Feels really good in the hand once you do get that full grip on the gun and put that magazine in here. Really good grip. Nice high undercut, so you can get a really good purchase on that firearm. You do have some really good serrations on the front of the gun and also on the rear for racking that slide. Get a good rack of that slide if you want to do that press check. You have some aggressive cocking serrations towards the front as well, but not too aggressive or anything like that. It's not gonna, if you do carry this inside the waistband or something like that, it's not gonna rub on your skin too much or cause you any issues or anything like that. You have a really good sight on here. You have that nice bright sight. I don't know if you can see it too well in the video, but I don't know if you can notice this about my sight. This is one of the issues that I have about my sight. I don't know if you can notice. Let's see. Look how far all that space is here compared to here. All that space here compared to here. The reason that is because when I first got this gun and I took it to the range, I noticed I was shooting really far to the left. First, I thought it was me because I haven't shot iron sights in a while, but I did some research and looked at some other videos, and a lot of people were having the same issue. A lot of people are having issues with the guns having the sights not centered coming from the factory. So I had to make some adjustments and drift my sight in order to get my sights, get my shots on target. So I had to make that adjustment, and now my sight sits really far off to the left in order for me to hit where I need to hit properly. And if you saw my other videos and my shorts and everything like that, that's what I had to do in order to get my shots on target and hit center of the target and hit my center mass and everything like that. But now it shoots perfectly. I haven't had any issues with ammo or anything like that. Nothing gun related issues. It was just the front sight did not come aligned from the factory. And if you go online, you'll see a lot of other gun reviewers who have had the same issues. Not all, but there have been some who have had that issue with the gun coming from the factory with the sights off. You would think that a company like Smith & Wesson would have better QC than that, but yeah, you do have some batches that got out with that issue. You do have a witness hole right here for a loaded chamber and everything like that, so you do have that as well. But overall, really, really good gun. Now with the magazines, now these are live rounds. I don't have any dummy snap caps or anything like that for 380. Now, as you can see, this one, I currently do have 10 rounds loaded in this magazine. Now the magazines have been an issue for me because 10 rounds loaded in this magazine, put the magazine in, yeah, it's a pretty tight fit. It's a pretty tight fit. So that's the issue I've been having with the magazines. So I haven't been running it like that in order to get that magazine in. I haven't been doing that. So in order to get that in there, what I would usually do, put that magazine in, chamber that round, take the magazine out, put another round in, and then carry the gun like that. Just verify that the round's in the chamber, all that good stuff, press it forward, do that, all that good stuff, make sure the magazine is fully seated and everything like that. So the magazines have been very, very tight. Same thing with the 12 round magazine. I've been having issues with that one as well. So the 12 round magazine, I currently have 12 rounds in here right now. Same issue. Firearms safe and clear. Insert magazine. It's not gonna go. It's not gonna go. So I would do the same thing that I did before. Lock the slide to the rear, put the magazine in, send the slide forward, chamber that round, take the magazine out, load another round. And that's what I've been doing. Or not carrying a full 12 rounds. I was usually carry around 11 rounds in this magazine if I carry this one. This is usually my spare mag. I usually carry the flush mag in here in the holster. And then I use the extended mag as my spare mag in my back pocket. So that's the way I've been carrying this gun. But as far as the shooting experience, I'll roll in some of my previous footage that you may have seen online, some of my shorts of me shooting this gun. Again, haven't had any issues as far as this gun, as far as reliability, over 500 rounds. Again, and nice beaver tail. I forgot to mention that. The beaver tail feels really good in the hand. No issues or anything like that. So I've really enjoyed shooting this gun. Again, here's that holster. I'm gonna show you, we're gonna go back up top of me carrying this in my pocket holster. This is a really great company. When I ordered this holster, I received a call from the manufacturer, from the gentleman that hand makes this holster. He called me on the phone and let me know that it's gonna take some time and to be patient and that the holster will come. What company does that? What company does that? From the owner of the company. He called me personally and let me know that the holster was going to take some time and to be patient and it would come. And he even signed it on the inside. I'm not exactly sure what it says in here, but he signed it. So this is an awesome company, and I love this holster. And there's some things about, you know, a pocket holster that you want to consider when looking at pocket holsters, that when you draw that firearm, that your whole holster doesn't come out with the gun when drawing your holster. So that's why you have that big opening right here. That's something that you want to practice and everything like that. And I have a video of me drawing when I took this on my spring break, of me drawing this from my pocket and the holster not coming out the whole time. So that's why I have this big opening right here. Really, really great holster, handmade, great company. I highly suggest that you check these guys out, and I'll put them in the link in the description below. But really, really great holster, specifically made for the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. He also makes them for a lot of revolvers, J-frame revolvers, Smith Wessons, Rugers, all that good stuff. So definitely check these guys out. Mackay holsters, really good holster. Love this thing. But this is a really good option for deep conceal carry. Put it in your pocket, can't carry a full size, depending on where you're wearing, where you're going, all that good stuff. But I'll talk about it a little bit more when we go back up top. All right, hope you're enjoying it so far. All right, I'm back. So here I am. I want to talk about this holster a little bit. So Mackay holster right here. Stick it in my pocket. Back up a little bit so you guys can see me. If you didn't know I just put a gun in my pants, you think I got a big ass wallet or something, right? Mind my own business. Something pop off, slip my hand in my pocket. But hey man, I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble. Threat. Notice the whole holster did not come out when I drew my firearm. That's what you want right there. That's what you want. Awesome gun, awesome gun, awesome holster. So definitely check this out. Check out the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. What you guys think? If you're looking for a little pocket pistol, definitely check out the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 in 380. Tiny, but mighty. Like, share, subscribe. Don't just own a firearm. Become more proficient with your firearm. Keep training. Stay safe.